My next guest says a merger between the companies would be a mistake, but he does see value in a potential partnership bundling their content. Let's bring in Doug Creutz, senior research analyst covering the media stocks at TD Cowen. Doug, you disagree with anything Tom just said there?
No, I think in the main, he said things that I agree with. I think that it would be a move of somewhat of desperation. I think one thing he didn't discuss is the fact that any merger between Warner and Paramount would have to go through Sherry Redstone. She has a controlling voting stake in Paramount. And ultimately, she would have to be convinced that this would be the best for her.
Doug, let me just ask you that question. I've been hearing about going through Sherry Redstone for 10 years. And in the meantime, the valuation of this company is completely crumbling before our eyes. What is she holding out for?
It's a good question. I always think it in terms of, right now she's rich and she's a media mogul. And if she sells the company, she's just rich. There is a lot of psychic benefit to being a media mogul, right? You get to hang out with cool people. You're important. If you're just rich, well, So I think if she sees a future for Paramount, right, that it continues to exist, and I don't think that's a far-fetched scenario, then she may not want to do the deal. If she doesn't see a future, then you'd rather be rich than not rich. And so she might be convinced to sell. But this is the other part. Warner can't afford to buy Paramount right now. Like, they're way too levered, and I think they're at least 2 years away from being able to contemplate that. So you'd be talking about a stock-for-stock deal, which, isn't necessarily as attractive if you're looking to exit, right? Murdoch sold his stake in Fox Entertainment to Disney. The Scripps family sold their stake in Scripps to Discovery, right? These were sort of we're selling and we're out deals, not, we're going to accept a piece of a larger merged company. There's the other issue, which is, given the people currently in charge of regulation in our country, the odds that this deal goes through unchallenged, I'd say, is vanishingly small. You'd be consolidating 2 of the major 5 film studios.
Which is ironic, I might just add, given that they both have a crumbling and deteriorating market position. But I guess it goes back to some of the issues around, legacy broadband. Yeah,
look, Warner's still going to generate $5 billion in free cash flow this year. That's about as much as Netflix is going to generate. Now, you could say Warner's going in the wrong direction and Netflix is going in the right direction, but this is still a very profitable company. No one put a gun to their head and forced them to put $50 billion in debt on their balance sheet. And it's the same for Paramount. Like, had they run their business differently, they could be a lot less indebted. It's not necessarily the job of the government to say, well, we need to merge these companies because of decisions they made in the past. It's not clear these companies are going out of business by a long shot. I definitely don't think in the near term either of them are. I don't think there's a big call among most of the people in this country for more media consolidation. Tom mentioned the 3 survivors. I don't know that getting to a scenario where there's 3 distributors of entertainment content in our country is a place we want to be in. Now, if you think, look, Joe Biden may lose in 2024 and you could have a Republican president instead, I'm not sure that makes it all that much easier. I mean, under Donald Trump, the DOJ did challenge the AT&T Time Warner merger, and I think this is probably more problematic than that one from many aspects.
That's very interesting.
So the regulatory hurdles here are significant, and if you're looking to a solution that has a very uncertain outcome, and you're putting your company through potentially 2+ years of not knowing what the outcome is going to be, in terms of employee stability and things like that, that could be a very negative outcome. So it's not sort of a risk-free choice here to put your company through this.